in order to fight Ebrietas, daughter of the cosmos, you're going to need to have first killed the celestial emissary in the Lumen Flower Gardens. Then you'll want to break the window right by the lamp. Then you'll be able to head on through. Over here, you'll encounter two enemies. You just want to kill the first one. The second one kind of stays in the corner. It can use magic, so it's a lot more dangerous, but obviously just keep on attacking it in that corner. Then take the elevator down. I'd recommend having an oil urn or a few oil urns, as well as Molotov cocktails if you want. It's not too important. Then just head on back out. I'd highly recommend summoning a helper for this, and the interesting thing is you can summon the helper up until, I believe, New Game Plus 3, maybe even New Game Plus 4. Most bosses, they don't let you summon a helper after New Game Plus 2, but this one, they let you, so that's really nice. And then you'll just want to head on through. I would highly recommend having the Communion Rune just for those extra blood vials. You could use just about whatever runes you want. Now for this fight, you're going to want to lure the boss nearby. That's its main attack if you're too far away. So you'll just want to lure it into this sort of right-hand area with these pillars in order to get it stuck, because whenever the boss is in a corner, it's sort of breaks the AI, making it very easy. I mean, not even easy. This boss is like a troll, essentially. It always messes with you, and it can one-shot you. That's why I'm using the Executioner set, because it has very high blunt resistance, which is what this boss primarily uses. Obviously, pop some paper, either fire paper or bolt paper. Doesn't really matter. And I'm using Ludwig's Holy Blade, but you could just about use whatever other weapon you want. So, like I said, keep it in the corner as best you can. And what I have going on right here is perfect. My partner is on the opposite side. Like, for example, if you have a friend you've summoned, you want to have them keep the aggro, like have the boss focused on them, as them being on the other side of the pillar, essentially, so the boss can't actually hit them. And on top of that, it's in a corner, so usually, if you're close to the boss will end up hopping away. That's what it likes to do. But since it's in a corner, it can't really do that. So essentially, you have the boss stuck, and on top of that, you can hop on top of the pillar to do a heavily damaging plunging attack. Right over here, once it's in like its second phase, it'll be sort of doing a noise attack where it starts doing chip damage. It'll take several seconds to do this. In that split second, or in those few seconds, I'd highly recommend you swap over to the trick weapon form, the bigger sword of Ludwig's Holy Blade, in order to just start whacking at the boss's head, or just the normal version of whatever weapon you're using. You just want to be hitting the head, because damaging the head does, I believe, triple damage. And then obviously the moment you can, you want to run straight to the boss to get that visceral attack. Oh, come on. I missed that? You gotta be joking. Either way though, you should be able to get it. It's not that hard. And obviously you want to have your buddy alive as long as possible. You don't really need a helper for this if you can keep the boss in the corner long enough. I just do this because I'm sure for a lot of people it'll help you out. And then obviously throw Molotovs and oil urns at the boss's head just for that free damage. Does a lot of damage. And like I said, the closer it is in this sort of corner, the less it can do. And obviously if you want, you could go into this backhand corner. So there's like two corners you can get it into. Or maybe if you can't get it into one, it'll probably hop into the other at the very least. Over here, you can activate this, but there's not really any bosses nearby. You're done with the upper cathedral. As for this altar, in case the Queen of Cainhurst Castle ends up dead, it's from a certain quest line, you can just pick up an item off of her corpse and use it at this altar to revive her. Well, that's it for me. See you soon.